Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of structure and written expression. It's me, Julie. In this video, I'm going to talk about the structure of comparisons. Everybody, in TOEFL test, it is quite common for us to find questions or sentences that require us to identify whether the use of comparisons is correct or not. To be able to determine whether the comparisons are correct or not, you actually have to know how to use comparisons correctly. In this video, we're gonna learn about that. Now I'm gonna show you several things that you need to be aware of when identifying or when reviewing the use of comparisons in a sentence. The first is comparative degree. We call it lebih in bahasa Indonesia. For example, lebih panjang, lebih tinggi, and many other more. For short adjectives, we add er at the end of the word. For example, tall, taller, short, shorter, easy, easier. And one thing I need to let you know that in comparison, the structure must be parallel. The part before the expression, this is the comparison expression, must be parallel to the part after the expression. That also means that the object which is being compared must be the same. For example, in here, we compare about driving. Driving automatic cars is easier than driving manual cars. So the object which is compared is parallel. Now we can add more in front of longer adjectives or in front of adverbs of manner. For example, more fluently. In bahasa Indonesia, it means dengan lebih lancar. So everyone, comparison can be used for adjective and for adverb of manner, yeah? Here is the example. He speaks Spanish more fluently than I do. You see the structure is parallel, so this sentence is correct. And then here is one example for longer adjectives. Longer adjectives are like adjectives with more than 2 or 3 syllables. For example, expensive, beautiful, interesting, difficult, and many other more. So we use more expensive, lebih mahal. You see here the object which is compared is the same. Exhibition. This year's exhibition and last year's exhibition. Although in here we don't see word exhibition, but the use of apostrophe means exhibition, which refers to this. Okay everyone, that is for comparative. Now let's continue with superlative or paling. For short adjectives, we add est at the back of the words and we use the. For example, Jamison was chosen as our school's representative in the competition because his grade is the highest among all students. We don't use word than because this is superlative. Other signs for superlative are like among, of, or maybe in. So they can be clues for you when you are reviewing the use of comparisons or superlatives in a sentence. Now let's continue with superlative with adverbs and longer adjectives. We use the most. For example, of all the runners, see we have of here, Jamison runs the fastest. Now let's check these last examples. Can you see the difference between both? The difference is in the use of the preposition. In here we use of or among all, and this can be followed by plural noun. This is just additional information for you to know, yeah? If we use of or among, we should use plural noun here. This is the most expensive bag among all bags or among all. While in the other one, we use in and it is followed by a singular noun. This is the most expensive bag in the store. Okay everyone, in here we can see regular patterns, right? However, you also must be aware of irregular patterns of comparisons. For example, good. We use good, better, best. You don't say good, gooder, goodest. No, there is no such word, okay? And for bad or badly, we have bad, worse, worst. So there are no words like bad, better, and baddest. No, yeah? It is bad, worse, and worst. There are some more examples in here. Be familiar with these words, yeah? I want to show you something in here. It is possible to see structure like this, especially if the object which is being compared is a part of something. You see by using of preposition of. What is being compared in the sentence is the taste. In that sentence, the taste can be replaced by that. So it is similar to the taste of apples is better than the taste of grapes. Or you can also say the taste of apples is better than that of grapes. Because the object which is compared is singular, then we use that. But if the object which is being compared is plural, then we use those. For example, the stairs of building A are wider than those of building B. You see, what is being compared is the stairs, and it is plural. So in the second clause, you can say those of. Remember, that is for singular, and those is for plural. What I'm trying to say is that you need to be aware of a different structure like this, okay? And the other thing that you should be aware of is the equal comparison. This is one of the expressions as blank as, like as adjective as. For example, our city is as good as their city, or our city is as good as theirs. If it is negative, it can be our city is not as good as their city. Actually, everyone, there's one more thing that you should be aware of when you're reviewing comparison, namely inserted subject and verb. But I'm not going to explain about it here. You may want to review it in another video about inserted subject and verb. You can find more information about it in that video. Okay, now let's check this practice out, yeah? In the first one, we must determine the wrong part. B is incorrect. Here we see a best, which is a superlative form. And for superlative, we need the article the. While here, we don't see any the. A is correct because the subject is DVDs. C, plural, more than one. And the verb is plural also. So it's correct. We know about B. And C is correct. This is the thing that I just mentioned earlier. The thing which is being compared in the sentence is images. Images is a plural noun, yeah? In the second clause, the word images is replaced by those. Plural, plural. So C is correct. D is correct because there's nothing wrong with the use of either in here. And it is parallel as well because we have or here. Either or. And let's take the second one. Remember the strategy, analyze the sentence and determine what is missing. Okay, everybody, this is the structure. Here we've got a dancer as a subject and trains as the verb. So this one connects to this one. And here we've got an adverb clause. It is reduced if you pay attention. This is the connector. Although the structure of the sentence is quite unique, yeah, we can say that the structure of the sentence is quite complete. That means we need a modifier here or additional information to fill the blank. And after reviewing A, B, C, and D, the options indicate the use of comparison. Now I'm going to eliminate A, B, and D. Because you remember equal comparison, we need to have as adjective as or as adverb as. The only option that has that structure is C. Some of you might be asking, why is the answer adverb of manner, strenuously, not adjective? It is because we need something to modify trains. To modify a verb, we need an adverb, not an adjective. So it's clear, yeah? Well, everyone, that is the end of my explanation about things that you should be aware of when reviewing or identifying the use of comparisons in a sentence, yeah? I hope this video helps. See you in the next one.